What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and just when I think I can catch a break, just when I think that I could take a day off, maybe, gather my thoughts, I've been covering this Quinton Simon case for about a month now, and every day it's been nonstop, crazy updates. I've been working basically 24 hours a day. A lot of people think when you're making YouTube videos that the video is the only process within that, but it's all about paying attention to this case, investigating, following up leads, answering back messages, you name it. So I've been really busy covering this case, let's just say that. So I thought I could take a break for one day. And what happens? All hell breaks loose. I knew, and I think a lot of y'all knew too, that these protesters, or whatever you want to call them, they were biting off a little more than they could chew when they messed with Billy Joe. I think they met their match. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure the protesters are ready to act crazy and do their fair share of protesting, or whatever you want to call it. But Billy Joe doesn't look like she plays that mess, okay? So I'm just waiting for Billy and one of those people, the blowhorn lady, to just have a knockdown, drag-out brawl. I'm not trying to make a joke out of this situation because it's not a funny situation, but this, Quinton being missing and what happened to Quinton, that's not funny. But all of this other stuff is very comedic, if you ask me. And now, after days of these protests raging on in front of Quinton Simon's house, Billy Joe and her family decided that they were going to come outside and they were going to sit in lawn chairs as well. Yes, that is right. They can sit in lawn chairs too. So they're in their front yard. They're sitting in their lawn chairs. They're saying what they have to say. The protesters are saying what they have to say. And it's just about to turn into a massive Royal Rumble. Because not only is Billy Joe and the protesters going crazy, in this whole situation, but the protesters are beefing with each other as well. So some of the out-of-towners that went into Savannah, some of the YouTubers, they're beefing with some of the locals. And they're talking about confronting each other. And now there's some other YouTuber, this Crypt Keeper, that doesn't even live in America as far as I know. And she says she's going to fly down here and stay with Billy Joe. I mean, this thing is turning into a soap opera. I thought this was a true crime case. This is a soap opera. So now Billy Joe and her family, they're in the front yard raising hell. The protesters are raising hell. And I'm just waiting on who's going to throw the first punch. Because we all know it's coming at this point. Let's be honest. I mean, yeah, we could sit here and sugarcoat things all day. And I know that's what a lot of people like to do. But how long before this turns violent? I mean, honestly, how long before someone does something to someone else? Law enforcement had to come to Leilani's house multiple times today. Speaking of Leilani, she's standing outside with Billy Joe as well. And from what law enforcement says, they think that Billy Joe and her family are in danger because someone may take the law in their own hands. So they were telling Billy Joe and Leilani to get in the house because they thought someone was going to do a drive-by on them. Like Boys in the Hood style drive-by on Billy Joe and Leilani. Oh my God, this is just getting out of hand. And the craziest part about the situation, if you ask me, is that everyone involved is getting played right now. Billy Joe, you're getting played by going on these live streams and stuff. These people don't care about you. They don't care about your well-being. They're simply using you for views and attention. Some of these people are what you call contrarians. They know that the narrative and everyone feels one way about the case, so they'll go in the opposite direction, hoping to rake in whatever views and stuff that they can. So Billy Joe, you're being played. You'll be thrown to the sidelines like yesterday's meat at any moment whenever this case isn't as relevant and it isn't raking in the views. At the same time, you're also making yourself look worse. You're giving investigators more stuff to look at. You're giving social media more stuff to nitpick. So you're not helping yourself in this situation. And the person who's claiming to help you isn't helping you. They're using you. And it's making you look even worse. And the protesters, Y'all are being played as well because these YouTubers have hyped y'all up to go out there to this house. And if you noticed, all of y'all are getting arrested. They're not getting arrested. Leilani's family's not getting arrested. The YouTubers who hyped y'all up to be out there aren't getting arrested. Y'all are getting arrested, and what y'all are doing is providing these YouTubers endless amounts of content. And when y'all get arrested, they will sell the footage to the nearest media outlet as well as blaring it on YouTube. So I'm just watching everyone out in the situation get played like a freaking fiddle. You protesters out there, you know, I agree with the right to protest. I don't necessarily agree with what's going on outside of Quinton Simon's house, but it's a free country. People are going to do what they're going to do. So if you go out there, just know that you're a pawn. You're a pawn in these YouTubers' game. You are nothing more than content to them. And all this talk of, we're going to help bail you out of jail, and we're going to do that, they're not. And that's already been confirmed by people who have already gotten locked up out there. They're telling their subscribers, send super chats, send donations, and we're going to use it to bail these people out. These people haven't seen a dime of that money. So you're getting played. Billy Joe's getting played. This whole situation's getting out of hand. Someone's going to get hurt. But hey, it is what it is. What can I do but watch from the sidelines? Me, and I believe Darkness was exposed. We were the first two people on YouTube with a Quinton Simon video. And, you know, I thought this case was going to be a case that didn't get much attention. And it hasn't gotten the attention that it needed. However, it did attract a lot of crazies. And this situation's going to get crazier. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to watch and I'm going to eat my popcorn. I'm going to bring you all the facts in the case. While watching these people with you all, we will gather together and watch these people act an ass. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.